Hey, welcome back. Happy Saturday. This is Minding Your Business with the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce. I'm Chris Spiker of Antelope Valley Florist. Aaron Goldstein, how you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Wonderful. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
Hey, tomorrow's Christmas.
Tomorrow is Christmas.
Don't tell the kids. It's going to be, it's happening. It's happening soon.
It's going to be a good day.
It is. Who's our next guest?
The next guest is Debbie Cardenas from Damsel in Defense.
Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Chris.
Hey, thank you for being on the show.
Well, thank you for asking me.
And thank you very much for being a member of the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce.
That's one of the best moves I've made in my business.
Wow. I ask everybody why, and that's a great answer. Best move I ever made.
Yes.
So why'd you join the Chamber? It takes money. You had to write a check.
Right. I've lived in the Antelope Valley for 30 years, and I just felt when I started this business with Damsel, I thought that I needed to be at the chamber to get my name out there better and let people know that this company existed.
Get your name out, let people know you're there.
Yes.
And that's the story you'll be telling, to the rest of the time, because people will go, well, how long you been in? You'll say 5 years, and it's like, well, how do they, you tell them and you tell them and then you tell them again.
Yeah.
And you're working your membership too, because this week at the Business for Breakfast, we saw your husband, Jerry.
Yes, he was there this week in my place, watching the grandkids. So he went in my place because he works the business with me also.
Very good.
So
You've got some support.
yes, I do.
Yeah.
I'm very, very fortunate. Anyways, Damsel in Defense is a place of purpose for those passionate about prevention and the protection of people and their hearts. Our mission is to equip, empower, and educate women to protect themselves and their families. Our independent Damsel Pros are not only arming others, they are also experiencing financial freedom, but also offering empowerment and healing to those affected by sexual assault.
So I know you sell some products
Yes, I do.
like pepper spray.
We specialize as an independent Damsel Pro. We do provide we specialize in certain products. We specialize in stun guns, pepper sprays, personal alarms, and car emergency tools, concealed carry purses, and digital defense computers for your computers and iPhones. All in affordable and adorable designs and patterns made especially for women. The co-founders knew that we all knew the basic rules of safety, but regardless, we have all found ourselves in an unsafe or an uneasy situation.
Yeah. Do you give classes?
That's kind of what I do is what's called an Empower Hour. And my husband and I come into a home and we set up a display of all our products. It's a little bit more personal, and we set up our display, and then we're able to show women how to use the stun guns, how to show. There's a big misconception between stun guns and tasers. Tasers are the ones that shoot out coils.
We're not going to demonstrate these today, are we?
No, we're not.
Okay, good.
I'm not able to. But
Sorry,
stun guns. But stun guns are our products are very well made. They have lifetime warranties on them. But our stun guns will go through clothing and jackets. We'll drop an assailant in 1 to 3 seconds. So the main rule here is to stun and run. And what it does is it affects the big muscles, and so they drop.
Before they stun, there must be recognize this is a situation that is...
Yes, if you ever feel like you're threatened, if you're like somebody's in your space,
Yeah.
and you feel threatened,
Yeah.
you are able to use your stun gun. And
Yeah.
that's what you tell law enforcement. I felt threatened.
Yeah.
I felt my life was in danger.
Yeah.
So that's how you can use the stun gun and your pepper spray. You do have to feel threatened.
So it's not like, hey, I'll give you 5 seconds to stop it's like
No,
the moment I have this sensation, you're getting it.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's basically, most of the time when you just set off our stun gun and it makes that little zapping noise,
Yeah.
it's enough to deter somebody.
Right.
They notice that they can hear, they know that it's a stun gun, and they're going to get hurt.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they move on to the next victim.
Wow.
So,
So all you can do is protect yourself.
yes, it's just the society we live in. I don't know if you know that women in college are 4 times more likely to be assaulted. A violent crime occurs every 26 seconds. 1 in 5 women are survivors of rape. 1 in 3 are survivors of domestic violence. And of those 70% of sexual assaults that occur before the age of 17, 1 in 4 girls are victims of sexual abuse, and 1 in 6 boys are victims of sexual assault also. So that 70% is a very high number, and what Damsel does is they have these stats out, but since Damsel started, they are bringing these stats down. And
Yeah.
they said, no more, we don't want our children to suffer. So Damsel came up with a program, and now we're educating our children.
A lot of it is education.
Exactly. Women need to know the stats. They also need to protect their children. So that's what Damsel does.
Debbie, I had this feeling that you were going to show me a martial arts move. Can you do that? Can you immobilize somebody by putting their hand back?
I don't know how to do that.
Okay,
I-
good.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's very effective.
It's very effective. What I do 4 times a year is I get together with a local detective, Detective Alex Smith, and he puts on self-defense classes. He not only shows you how to use your own body, but he incorporates my product into his class. So,
This sounds like, I don't know if this is a Chamber of Commerce program. It's certainly a subject that needs to be talked about.
yes, it does.
The Chamber has talked about having classes like at the Chamber office for, social marketing and that sort of thing, and this is right along the same.
It would be a really, really good idea. They usually have anywhere from 70 to 100 women show up for these. They're free. Assembly Tom Lackey puts them on, and it's a full class every single time. So if the Chamber would like to get involved with that, I think it would be great for our community.
We're all, we want to make the world a safer place.
Yes, we do.
Safer in every way, safer for all members. How did you get involved in this?
We recently purchased 2 years ago an investment home, and it was a solar home, and it was in an area that I didn't quite feel safe. My husband is retired law enforcement, and he brought home a stun gun. I had never seen a stun gun before, so I was like, okay, what is this? But he said, you can walk with this, and he demonstrated it and showed it to me, and I was like, oh, okay. But when I started looking into the company and what they stood for and what they do, I was like totally taken back, and I thought, you know what, I can get behind this. Because every stun gun I sell, every pepper spray I sell, every striking tool I sell, one more life has been saved. And that touches me deeply. I want to be able to protect women and children.
Very good. Yeah, so the person that has this equipment, they have their hand on it when they're going places. It's in their purse and they
Actually,
reach in there. And,
yeah, they actually should have it out of their purse, whether they're using a stun gun or a pepper spray
wow.
or a Kubaton, a
Yeah.
striking tool.
Yeah.
They should have it in their hand, out of the purse. And like I said, when I walk out of a store, if it's dark, it has a light on it. Flashlight works as a flashlight. I just do that little stunning noise, and I know that I'm safe. It gives women a sense of empowerment. The power is theirs. They have taken that away from an assailant.
Probably part of your training also is don't have such a tunnel vision. I'm ignoring people, I'm walking to my car. It's like, really, you
No.
should be maybe head on a swivel.
Exactly what you have to be proactive in your safety,
Yeah.
and you have to say, hey, don't be walking out at the store with your cell phones. It drives me crazy when our young are walking around just texting and things.
Right.
They're not looking around their surroundings. You have to be very, very proactive. Have your stun gun out. Have your pepper spray ready to go. It's just very important. And be very aware of your surroundings. Don't park next to big vans or cars. When you park, sometimes pull in, because backing out is a route that they can use. Always park under lights. Damsel gives these little hints in our Empower Hours, and we tell women, hey, you purchasing the product is not where it stops. We refer our clients to self-defense classes and help them to understand more, and that there's also places, I don't know, lost my train of thought here. Resources,
Yeah.
yes,
Yep.
resources for them to use.
You're raising the level of awareness, which is very important.
We have to, and then that is because of the way the world is going right now. It's not getting better. It's with social media, it has a tendency to get worse, And that's why I'm here, and that's why I joined this company, because I want women to know that there is something out there to help them, to keep them safe. Women who are suffering from domestic violence, we're there to help them.
Yeah, listen to that, huh? Police, very important, first responders, very important, but a lot of times, they show up to write a report. And
Yes.
so we have to be aware.
We have to be very aware. A first responder does show up. If you lose any of your product in an incident, it is replaced by the company at no cost.
Wow.
And the Damsel is it's a Christian-based company. They're debt-free, and their job is they want to just revolutionize how we women see that what's out there, that there is protection out there for them.
It is revolutionary. Damsel in Defense.
Damsel in Defense.
Contact information.
You can contact me at my website, which is women's selfdefense.solutions, and you can there you will see a pepper spray demonstration, a stun gun presentation, and it talks about the two co-founders who co-founded Damsel in Defense.
Debbie Cardenas, Damsel in Defense. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris.